Hi folks, and welcome to this very quick sub-module about resistance, where I'm going to introduce this concept to you, and it's a concept that's going to enable you to understand that you have to be prepared to fight this idea or concept called resistance every day. You see, resistance exists as a force, and its sole purpose is to stop success. What's amazing about resistance is it never sleeps. It can come to you in your dreams. If you've ever had something important in your life that you've been working towards and you've had a crazy bad dream the night before you've been going to go and do it, well, that's resistance. How does resistance know to come to you in your sleep? Resistance has amazing intelligence and cunning. It is at least as intelligent and cunning as you are. It can morph into many forms. Have you ever had a situation where the people that love you, when you tell them what you're going to do, say things like, "Are you crazy? You can't do that. What are you going to do for money? How are you going to survive?" All of those. Do you know how hard it is? Have you ever had people that love you say things like that? That's resistance morphing into the form of people who love you. And it will use logic and your present reality against you. It will use facts against you. Resistance will tell you about all the things and all the reasons why you can't do whatever it is that you're aiming to do. And its fuel is fear. In fact, its fear is not the fear of failure, it is the fear of success. And the fitness industry knows this to be true. You think of people, and it might have even been you, who have been on a losing weight program, and they successfully get to lose the 5 kilograms or whatever it is that they're aiming to lose. And then 6 months later you see them, and what's happened? They've put the 5 kilograms back on and often added some extra on as well. Now, what that is that the people are actually fearful of the success of actually keeping that weight off over time and what that's going to actually do for their life. So resistance gets really strong, in fact, as you get close to success. Now, the important thing is resistance is in you, but it isn't you. I know that's going to sound a little bit crazy. It is in you, but it isn't you. And it feeds off the fears of others, as we've already mentioned, and it grows in strength the closer you get to success. Did you know that when I did my course to enable me to write my book, What Really Matters for Young Professionals, I learned from Dale Beaumont that 95% of books never get published. They get written but never published. Why? Because the people who write them know that as soon as they publish their book, it's going to get judged, just as my book has been judged. Some people are going to say it's great, and some people are going to say it's not great. Even J.K. Rowling has had people say that her Harry Potter series of books is not great. So some people get so fearful about the negative feedback that they might be going to get that they just stop and don't get their book published. You might find that resistance is present in the room right now. You might find that your mind is going, "This is just a load of crap. What's Gary going on about? Resistance isn't real." It is real, and you know it's real because you have experienced it already. What's amazing too from resistance is that it lies idle when what you are doing is taking you away from success. So when you're watching reality TV, the 10th show in a row, and you've got other things that you could be doing during that time, and a little voice goes off in your head and says, "Hey, get up, you should be doing something else," resistance does nothing. And if you've ever been lying on a couch, have you ever noticed how heavy your legs feel when you go to get off that couch when you know you should have been doing something else? Your body feels so heavy. That's just the weight of resistance, just loving, sitting on top of you while you're not doing actions that are taking you towards success. Now, resistance is a mighty foe, but the most important thing is that it can be defeated, and that you are defeating it every time you come in and log into the Yes for Success program, every time you complete a module, more importantly, every time you take action that you write down in your plan to help you to continue to create more success. You are defeating resistance. I've known about this concept now for 10 years, and I still have to fight resistance every day. So I'm sorry to tell you that, folks. I'm sorry to tell you that you've got to learn to fight this every day, but it's true. And the more that you can defeat resistance, and the more evidence that you've got that you can defeat the resistance, the more you're able to continue to defeat it going forward into the future. And on the odd occasion when resistance defeats you, that's okay. You know, all right, that's cool. I understand. It is a mighty foe, and sometimes it's going to beat me, but I'm going to beat it tomorrow. And you set yourself up, and you take it on, and you defeat it. So you're going to hear me talking about resistance in messages that I send to you throughout this journey, because it really is a mighty foe, and it's important that you understand this concept, because now it's got a name. I know, as I've explained it to you, it will have seemed familiar, but now it's got a name, and you know what to call it, and you therefore know to recognize it, and therefore you can fight it and overcome it, and make sure you take the action that you need to take to help you to create the success that you desire. Once again, I'm Gary Ryan. It's a delight to be working with you, and I look forward to working with you in the next module of the Yes for Success program.